Alright, so I'm going to basically be showing you through this tutorial how to start up your island with a basic, simple cobblestone generator, and a very easy way to get all the dirt and collect everything off your island and get a very good start. Basically going off the bedrock level and building a cobblestone basically layer of cobblestone right around that bedrock level and getting all the dirt, making sure you get all that dirt from your island. I just made a basic dot island. This is not exactly how it's going to look with all the leaves here, but it's basically the same layout. The grass and dirt is basically where it's going to be, and you've got the same basic tree that you're necessarily going to have at the start. First thing obviously is take down the tree, and you're going to want to make sure you get at least one sapling from the tree. If you don't, restart your island simply by going IS restart. Because if you don't get the sapling, you can't obviously get more trees to grow more wood, which you're going to need. But the most important thing off of here is how to easily set up a very nice, very simple cobblestone generator off your basic starting island without having to worry about taking up too much space or necessarily worry about anything. Now, normally I would make sure you get at least a sapling from here, obviously if you don't restart. But I'm going to focus this one on building the basic cobblestone generator out of your island. What I personally like to do is just dig out this center area here, and I'll be using a very specific basic cobblestone generator that you can make in a quad gen fairly easy. It is manual. It's not automatic by any way, by any sort of means. But I'm basically digging out. Oh, hey, there's a sapling. I'm okay. Actually, two. Yay. Anyways, now this is the basic area that I want. I want it 5 wide and dug out 3 more in the middle. I'm going to put an ice block here and my lava over here. Let the lava drip down basically, but here's what basically this is what I want for the most part. Actually, I'll usually want this a bit higher. So what I'm going to do, grab this out real quick here. I'm going to place a block right there, just so the lava flows and hits the water right there and makes that the cobblestone block. Now obviously I'm going to need a crafting table to make my wooden pickaxe in order to mine this cobblestone. I'll make those that many sticks for now. Oops, pickaxe. And just mine the cobblestone right here. It'll automatically refill as I go through and mine. Just the same thing. I can actually do the same thing where I have the lava flow out this way, and make water hit it from all 4 directions if I need to. Make it quad that way in case you have 4 people on your island. You all want to have a very compact cobblestone generator and all mine at the same time. This is a very basic design. I'm sure you see others out there, but this is one I personally used when I first started my island, so it's just one that I particularly use. Now I'm going to cheat here and go back to creative mode just real quick to grab a couple stacks of cobblestone. I'd recommend gathering that full about 2 stacks, maybe 3. You don't really need any more than that to get your basic start and rebuild this design elsewhere. But once you get like maybe 2-3 stacks of cobblestone, go ahead and pick up your lava, and you could leave your water there. I mean, obviously in creative mode I basically just removed the lava and the water. Basically, the most important thing is you pick up your lava, and what I do usually is I dig all the way down to the bedrock here, and shift so I'm crouched so I don't fall off, and I'm just taking off this dirt here at the bottom. I'll just start building an outward layer from here. So basically I'm building at my bedrock level, and I'm just making a small little platform here at the base, and then I can take out all this dirt and that way I'll be able to collect every single piece of dirt here and not lose a single part. Obviously, if normally you would have the water flowing down. At this point, once I get down to bedrock, I would hold shift and just plug it up by placing a block there temporarily while I place the rest of my cobblestone. So you can do that, and just so you don't have to worry about the water flow. And yeah, I mean, even if your crouch is not going to push you off, obviously, but you just block it off temporarily with either the cobblestone or one of the pieces of dirt you would have already had from basically digging out this area. But the basics of what I'm doing here is I'm just creating a small little area of cobblestone around at this bedrock layer, just so you have a nice flat base, and basically you can build off of this and the biggest thing really is it makes you get all of the dirt from your island, because that's always huge. So you start with a very limited amount of dirt, and you always want to make sure you have enough dirt to build all your farms, not cactus, but melon, pumpkin, wheat. Make sure you have enough dirt for your animal farm, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm just building out here again. You can see I've basically used a half stack of cobble, and I already have this. I'll build it out a little bit more here just in a bit, just so I can show you. Basically, once you have that lava and you've already blocked off your water up there, you can move down here and recreate that little cobblestone generator you had out of your island. Basically, by digging it out, you can just rebuild that from cobblestone. So it is 5 wide. So what we want to make sure here is to have a space of 7 wide. So you have a wall on the other side. So I've made this platform 7 wide right now. I'm going to extend it out a couple on both sides just to make it 11 wide. So I have a little bit of space and room here. And then I'll be building the replacement cobblestone generator, which will start off with just a single, and then we can build it out a little bit more after we're done. But right now I've basically got this the entirety of my dirt outline. I've got underneath that I've got the cobblestone, so I can collect all this dirt without having to worry of any of it dropping in the void. Obviously, none of it's going to drop in the void here since I'm doing this on my super flat creative world, but it's the basic similar premise. You're collecting all the dirt, and you have your nice cobblestone layer down here at bedrock that you can just stand on and be fine without having to worry about all the dirt falling. So we're going to recreate this cobblestone generator that you had up there, dug out, down here. Very simple again. A very basic design. You can easily create create others that can be more efficient, like the quad stone generators you see on certain YouTube videos. But this will be good enough for your basic start. So we're just going to frame this out here. I think I did that. No, I did that too wide. I did that a little bit too wide. There's 7 across and 7 by 3 basically is the full size of it. You can see with the expanded out 2 on each side just for a little breathing room. And you want to always have a block here and a block here. This is where one of this is going to be where your water sits on, and the other one is going to be where your lava sits on. And what I also like to have to do is, say I'm putting the lava here, I like to put a block next to it. So instead of the cobblestone generating down here, the block up here is going to generate one up. And you'll see what I mean by that as we finish out what we're building here. And I do need to grab more lava. I just realized that. Now it's going to be too high, so just like put a block there so you can get up. And since I'm prepared for this, I grab an extra lava bucket out of the chest there. I'm going to put the lava here and the ice here and break it into water. Obviously, obviously you would normally have the water here and your bucket, so you'd already have your lava bucket. You just put the lava there, grab the water from over here and put it over here. That or whenever you're ready, save your other ice block, build a little area of a basically permanent water generator. So say just over here. we can build a little area that is an infinite water pool. They'll constantly generate water for us. So you can take your water from up there. In this case, put it there. You'll have your other ice block. I'll grab another one out of this chest right here. Put your other ice block there. Break it. There, you have your infinite water pool. So just like that. So you can get away with just having 2 stacks of cobblestone for a very basic setup, but I would mine at least 3 before you start. You could start building down here whenever, honestly, but I would prepare with the full 3 stacks of cobblestone, just because that's a nice base amount to have in order to build out everything you're basically gonna. The basic needs for mining more cobblestone down here to save cobblestone level, and then obviously mine all this dirt out. Mine the extra sand. I've already mined out all the sand just by digging straight down directly to the bedrock and building out from there. As you see, I've built, this is your basic cobblestone generator that we dug out above. And I'll just generate cobblestone, the block right here. And if I hadn't put this block here, it would actually generate one, the cobblestone would be generating 1 lower right there instead. So instead I put that block there, which makes the cobblestone generate up here. Again, you can also knock out this block if you want, which means you also don't necessarily need this one. And then you can just mine it at this level if you want. The only problem I personally see with this is you'll potentially knock out this block as well, which isn't necessarily an issue, but if you walk too far forward, you can knock back and around like that. You don't want that to happen when you're trying to AFK mine, which you won't be moving around only anyways. But one thing I did is this block. This block I actually replaced with obsidian once I got to that point, which means I can just mine straight down here. I'll be standing up here. I'll mine straight down, and I'll be knocking this block. But if you have like say an iron pickaxe or even a stone pickaxe and you're not mining the correct rhythm, you will knock out this block underneath there and you get water pouring down. So you get water flowing down from basically that point right there. So I just placed an obsidian block there. You could probably place a dirt block there and have the same kind of effect in terms of not mining it out with a basic pickaxe. But either way, it's something you don't have to do, but it's nice to have. So basically, I've done this, and that would be your basic setup, and you can just mine additional cobble, expand out from here, easily knock out all this dirt, and be fine that way. And I'm just going to finish this quick tutorial by showing you how to expand this out, and I'll do that in creative mode just so it's faster. Yeah, typing so slow. Alright, so I'm going to leave that there, but I'm basically going to build out similar to how we had before, and that will be where our water is. And let me grab a bucket of water and replace that. Empty bucket. So place the water there. Knock out this cobblestone. Oh, there we go. Too fast. Same over here. I think. Yeah, that's right. I'll replace this block right here because just so the lava looks prettier. Knock out some of this dirt here just to get room, because the last one will be right here. Yep. Did that a little bit too high, I guess. There. This block. And there we go. A very, very simple quad generator. So you can have 4 people all mine at once, just like standing here, one standing here, knocking out this block, another person standing here, knocking out that block. so far. So forth with these last two. Let me get rid of this dirt here just to pretty it up a little bit so you can see the basic design. And a point after you knock all this dirt, you can easily just open your chest from standing down here, grab all the stuff, take the chest apart, and replace it. Same with the crafting table that you probably already put up there. That you obviously would have already put up there to get the pickaxe. Let's knock out the rest of this dirt here to make it look nice and pretty. All right, so this would be basic, simple of what you might end up with. Obviously, you probably just have the single gen right here to start out, but you would have had all the dirt. You would have collected all the dirt and have your nice cobblestone level. The only thing about this, I would recommend sending your spawns somewhere up from the bedrock level. Your island spawn will normally be set right here. I would recommend doing island set home to set your island spawn at some place a little bit higher up that has a platform that maybe has a platform underneath it. Just because I've had some issues before where you lag, you'd see some lag with the island spawn, and you'd actually fall through and be every time you go back to your island spawn, you'd fall through. So what I did to compensate for that is I just create a small platform. Say I just did this, and I created my spawn up here. So if I lag through, I would just end up down here instead of falling through to my death in the void. Just a little bit of extra things there to consider. But the basic premises of that is digging out that little area, which is similar to this, that creates that cobblestone generator where you can mine out here. Dig down to bedrock level, crouch, place your cobblestone out from your bedrock level, which allows you to collect your dirt, all your dirt without having to worry about anything. And then just recreating your basic cobblestone generator down here. So that's my tutorial from how I usually start with a basic island and start from there. You can follow it if you want. If not, that's fine. To each his own. There's plenty of other ways. This is one of the better ways that I've found of being able to collect all the dirt and have your basic starting island without having to worry too much about it. So yeah, there you go.